White House correspondent Garrett Haake has the latest on the divisions within MAGA world over the Jeffrey Epstein files.
President Trump lashing out at his own supporters amid the ongoing Republican outcry over his administration's decision not to release Justice Department files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
I lost a lot of faith in certain people, I lost, because they got duped by the Democrats.
The president dismissing the interest by some in the MAGA world in Epstein as a Democratic distraction and chastising those supporters as, quote, weaklings.
It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net, and so they try and do the Democrats' work. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously has some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done, including the Middle East.
But the demands for public disclosure of Epstein-related evidence originated with some of the president's most outspoken supporters, some now serving in his administration, like FBI Director Kash Patel 2 years ago.
Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
This from the president's son.
How is it that my father can be convicted of 34 crimes, but no one on Epstein's list has even been brought to light?
And this was the president during the campaign.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there, because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
But last week, the Justice Department and FBI released a memo saying they had found no incriminating client list of Epstein's and no credible evidence Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals, and that they would make no further disclosure. Multiple federal law enforcement officials tell NBC News that memo accurately describes the findings of law enforcement in the Epstein investigation. The president saying it's up to Attorney General Pam Bondi whether to release the material.
If she finds any more credible information, she'll give that too. What more can she do than that? I mean, honestly, what more can she do? And we do have bigger problems.
We pressed him.
Your Attorney General isn't here, your FBI leadership. Do you still have confidence in that team, sir?
Totally.
Now some top Republicans are downplaying any GOP divide.
I have confidence in the president and his team.
But after an array of outspoken Trump allies demanded the files be made public, there are more calls for the government information to be released.
The Epstein files need to be released.
I would say make it all public.
NBC's Garrett Haake reporting there. Let's bring in NBC News and MSNBC political analyst, former U.S. Senator Claire McCaskill, Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist and MSNBC political analyst Eugene Robinson, and NBC News senior executive editor for national security, David Rode. Good morning to you all. David, let's get into some of your reporting on all this. It also should be said that some of the subtext of the criticism from Donald Trump's own supporters, they haven't said it really out loud, but if you talk privately to some of them, they do wonder why Donald Trump personally is so defensive about this, why he's now calling them stupid and saying he doesn't want their support. There's no evidence that he's been implicated in any of this. He denies any wrongdoing. He has spoken over the years favorably about Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein has called Donald Trump a friend. So you do have some people, and these are supporters of Donald Trump, saying, why are you so defensive? Why don't you want all these files to come out?
I guess that's understandable suspicion, given so many stories that have been told about Epstein and so many conspiracy theories. But our reporting, and thank you for including earlier the reporting by Tom Winter and Ken Delaney, who I work closely with, is that there isn't, a damning new client list. It's what was in Garrett's piece. And that there aren't new allegations, at least regarding abusing young women, against Donald Trump that are somehow, being hidden here. There are plenty of allegations, and we ran a story, last year during the election about an adult woman saying Epstein had brought her to Trump Tower, and President Trump had then fondled her. To be blunt, as according to her, Epstein watched. But that is public, and so we talked again yesterday with current FBI officials. These are not political appointees, and they said the memo is accurate. There is no client list. There is, dirt on President Trump, and no one else is being covered up. And they say releasing all these documents would possibly identify victims and cause other problems. But clearly, the administration has an enormous political problem here. They've got to release some documents. They've got to do something to resolve the suspicion that they have stoked for years about this case.
So, Claire, let's talk about the politics of this. It is so rare to have a MAGA backlash. I was talking to a person very close to President Trump last night who made the note that one of the things that really angered Trump is he feels like whether it was the lawmakers who rode his coattails to office or these podcaster types who have made a lot of money off of Trump's name. We know how angry Trump gets when he feels like people are profiting off of him. Those are the same people, in his estimation, who are betraying him now, who are not listening to his edict. Hey, stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Let's talk about the big, beautiful bill or whatever it might be. There's rare defiance here. What do you make of this sort of new moment?
Well, the bottom line is these folks who are making money off Trump are doing so because 83% of the Republican base agree that this is a problem. Trump is in denial that he has got to revolt. And I mean, this is just maybe some basic advice. When you're in that kind of situation politically, probably not a good idea to call all your supporters stupid because they know he has been part of feeding this monster. And now the monster is strong and it believes what he has said and what his supporters have said for years. And to say to them, don't believe what I've said for years. Don't believe what my son has said. Don't believe what all my supporters have said. Don't believe what Bannon and Loomer and all of that cast of characters have said. Just forget all of that. And that's insulting to people. So he is insulting his supporters that have microphones. That's a dangerous thing for him to do. I mean, he is, talk about high on your own supply. That is Donald Trump right now.
So, Eugene Robinson, I mean, there's probably a limit to how far this rebellion will go. We saw Congress, Senate pass the rescissions bill. Like, that was basically doing Trump's bidding. They abdicate more of their own power to him and his spending priorities. But yet he can't quell this, at least not yet. Yeah. And it seems like each and every day another shoe drops, more questions are asked. And for the very first time, he is facing, something of an intra-party revolt.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that this, at least yet, transfers into any other issue. So, yes, they passed the rescissions bill. He got his way there. But it was just a fascinating moment when last weekend, after the president said, stop talking about this, people like Charlie Kirk said, OK, I'm done with it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. And then they immediately started talking about it again as the week began, because his listeners, that's what they want to talk about. The Republican base, that's what they want to talk about. That is, you can't fight your entire base that way if the base is that convinced, 83% convinced that you're hiding something and that you're not being honest. So what is Trump going to do now? Is he going to say that, my FBI director, Kash Patel, he's crazy. All that stuff he said over all those years about the Epstein case is crazy. Pam Bondi, she's crazy. She was just lying when she said she had the Epstein files on her desk. I mean, how does he kind of talk his way out of this? His only solution is just to bluster and say, stop talking about it, move on, and that's not happening.
Yeah, and David Rode, it is, again, let's circle back to what the real quandary is for the president. He's got a base, he's got 83% who want all of this information out there. And yet you're reporting, and NBC News and MSNBC's reporting is all the same. And that is, as you just said, there is no client list that somebody can hold up. Like, McCarthy saying, I've got the name of X number of communists. I've got Jeff. There is no list like that. There is, based on your reporting, what you said, no incriminating evidence about Donald Trump or other powerful men being hidden away in these Epstein files. And yet 83% of his base want him to release those files. So what is the best pathway forward? He sort of demurred when was asked about special counsel But I don't think any president ever wants a special counsel to get involved in any investigation. So what's the best legal path forward?
I think he's got a very difficult legal path. I think this is Trumpism. This is you reap what you sow, and I call it sort of Trump's deep state playbook. Whenever there's any kind of crisis, and when there's a power center that threatens him or counters his narrative, he attacks it and calls it corrupt. So he's called the FBI the deep state now for decades, and he's done that last night with the firing of Maureen Comey. She's a well-respected prosecutor in Manhattan who prosecuted, was part of the indictment against Epstein initially before he committed suicide. She successfully prosecuted Ghislaine Maxwell. She also prosecuted Sean Combs. But this helps him play into a conspiracy theory that somehow Jim Comey was involved in all this. And what you said earlier was correct. The first investigation that was botched was back in 2005, 2006. That was under George W. Bush. And everything else happened during his first term. So the deep state play is to just constantly blame nameless, faceless government officials. It's ingenious. It's insidious because it makes people not trust the FBI. It makes them not trust the mainstream media. And now he, for once, has this, this blowing back up in his face. I think he'll get through it. They legally could maybe release some documents, and maybe that would quell it. But I don't see a special counsel helping him. That would just drag this out further.
NBC's David Rohde, thank you as always for your analysis and insights. And still